For how you feel and where you are, always use the verb estar.
Ah, I love that song. Hola, bienvenidos. Today we're going to be talking about verbs. That's right, action words. And the action words we're going to focus on today are estar, which means to be, and ser, which also means to be, but they mean it in different ways. And we're going to talk about that a little bit today. So, to estar or not to estar, to be or not to be, the verb estar. And we use it just like we do in English, right? I be, he be, she be, we be. No. That's not how we use it in English. It always changes. Instead of saying I be, we say I am. He is, she is, we are. It changes. And the same thing happens in Spanish. The verb changes or it is conjugated, depending on the context that we're using it in. So if we want to say I am, we're going to turn estar into estoy. Yo estoy. We're saying you are. Estar is conjugated or changed into estás. Tú estás. He, she, or you. Él, ella, usted está. Nosotros estamos, we are. Ellos, ellas, and ustedes están. And then vosotros estáis. Now we hardly use vosotros, but it's up here. It's good to know. It's another conjugation of this verb, estar. We use estar when we're talking about temporary things or feelings, things that are not permanent. So, for example, the book is on the table. El libro está en la mesa. But we know that the libro is not always going to be on the mesa, right? You're going to pick it up. You're going to finish reading it. Maybe you're going to take it back to the library. So it's not there forever. It's only there temporarily. Just like today, I am happy. Hoy, yo estoy contento. Maybe tomorrow you won't be happy. We know feelings change from one moment to the next. The dog is on the couch. Again, temporary. El perro está en el sofá. Well, the perro's not always going to be on the sofá, right? He may get up and go get something to eat. He may go and play. He's a perro. He's not going to live on the couch. Also, now it's raining. Ahora está lloviendo. We know that's temporary because weather comes and it goes and it's always changing. So these are temporary. Whenever we use estar, it's for things that are temporary. Just like that song went. For how you feel and where you are, always use the verb estar, temporary things. Ser, on the other hand, is permanent. To ser or not to ser. Another verb meaning to be. And here are conjugations, just like we saw estar change. Well, ser also changes. If you're saying, I am, pues yo soy. You are, tú eres. Él, ella, usted es. Nosotros somos. Ellos, ellas, ustedes son. And vosotros sois. Now let's talk about the difference between this and estar. Ser is used when we talk about things that do not change. Like, for example, the date. You remember we'd always do the date first thing in class, and we would say hoy es, today is. The date doesn't change. It's always going to be that day. Well, at least for the duration of the day. Same thing with time. ¿Qué horas son? Son las blank. That's a permanent thing. Characteristics. He is tall. He is always going to be tall. Él es alto. He will always be alto. Origins. Yo soy de San Antonio. I am from San Antonio, and I'm always going to be from San Antonio. It's a permanent thing. And relationships. Ese es mi perro. That's my dog. It's a permanent thing, showing a relationship. So for date, for time, for characteristics, like he's taller, he's shorter, his hair is blonde, es, and then origins and relationships. We always use ser. So just to recap, ser or estar are two different versions of the verb to be that can mean I am, you are, he is, she is, they are, we are, y'all are. You use estar when you're talking about temporary things, emotions and feelings and locations. And always remember that song, for how you feel and where you are, always use the verb estar. For everything else, use ser. Now you've been using estar all year long. After when I ask you ¿cómo estás?, you say, estoy bien. It's temporary. You're not always going to be bien. Sometimes you are mal, sometimes tienes sueño, a veces, no sé, a veces no has comido, no hace tu tarea, you don't feel good. Sometimes you are bien, sometimes you are mal. I want you guys to pause here and look at these because you're going to see them again during your exercises for the Google Docs. And remember, practice makes perfect. We've got a list of permanents and temporaries. When you use estar versus when you use ser in its conjugation. So check these out, and I will be seeing you. Adios. Ciao.